Okay, Omar, I'm back, sort of. Well, you're back. You're finally back.
Yeah.
I'm recording on two different things here. We're trying to make this work for I want to say episode 20 of what is now the Straight Outta Content podcast. The reason why I made it Straight Outta Content podcast has nothing to do with your hiatus or anything like that. It's because Straight Outta Content, I want to be able to touch on a bunch of subjects. All different types of subjects, not just necessarily sports, but that's the reason why I came up with the acronym BASIC, which stands for Business, Automotive, Sports, Investing, and Creating, so that this way, under the Straight Outta Content umbrella, we can touch on all different types of subjects because you are from New York, you're from another country, and you might you got the biggest shirt on, so you know hip hop and stuff like that. You used to be a teacher, like you have an eclectic background, and I think that's gonna content like that and being able to talk about content like that in this podcast will bring a lot of validity to the podcast. So welcome back. Just want to say welcome back.
I'm actually back from sickness. Hopefully I get better. God willing.
Inshallah.
Inshallah.
How you been? Yep.
Doing better now.
Okay, he's doing better now. Before this, I'll chop in some conversation that we kind of touched on before. But yeah, let's just go ahead and get it popping because we've
Let's get to the meat and potatoes.
Okay, what do you want to start with?
All right.
What do you want to start with?
Start with the Charlo brothers.
Charlo brothers.
Houston natives, but from Louisiana.
Yeah, which I found out this year.
I found out later.
Yeah, I found out this year. So we was kind of talking off camera, and maybe I'll chime it in and cut it in, but we were talking about what made the fight card switch. And to tell you, so that I don't know if you knew, because you kind of touched on it with the YouTube shit.
The programming.
Yes.
And who goes first and who goes second.
So it was supposed to be Maul, right? But like I told you, Jamel has been really popping. Once he got with Life of Corey, who has like 4 million subscribers on him and his girl's channel, then he split off and now he has like 400, 500,000 subscribers on his channel. He's one of the most popping YouTubers. Him and Maul linked up. They started doing, in fact, Maul's new truck is almost a clone of Life with Corey's truck. So once his YouTube platform exploded, at the last second.
Talking about his G-Wagon or
Nope.
Or his Bigfoot truck.
That Bigfoot truck is from a 21-year-old.
Okay.
Yep, he got with him and they started like really helping and doing cross promotion on YouTube. And that's the reason why they was like, because he's been popping a lot of shit. You know what I mean? He's been really talking.
He pops off at the mouth a lot, even against his brother, but they're brothers. They do that all the time. And they spar each other. And I think they're going to fight each other in the future.
No, never.
If the money's there, they're going to fight each other.
Okay, see, so I'm glad that you said that. Because if you watch any of the older podcasts, you can hear me say, don't get in their beef. It's not personal. They're brothers. They'll never fight each other. They will. They
already fight each other for free.
No. They don't even spar. They don't spar.
Because after he took on, when he left Ronnie Shields, he has his own. He has Derek, what's his name?
Derek James, right?
Derek James.
Yeah.
Errol Spence's
trainer. Yeah.
And he should get Trainer of the Year.
Why?
What do you mean why?
Why should he get
champions? He got Charlo and he got Spence, and if Spence wins and he defends his belt, you got to give it to him. Who deserves it more than him?
This year?
Yeah. Nobody.
Who else has fought this year?
Which trainer has trained anybody has 2 champs like that?
Might have a point. I can't think of one. Off the top of my head, I can't think of one who has one trainer who has 2 champs. I can't think of one. Yeah, I guess I got to agree with that.
We have to readdress that at the end of the year. We'll see.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Boxing is back. It's live, and it's giving us the fights we want.
So what do you think of his performance?
Mel's performance, I thought he was getting touched up a little bit,
Word.
but he was patient. He took his time, broke him down, and you saw he waited, he timed him, got him. He got him out of there. And I don't know about, see, the last part was that jab to the body that hit the arm, then it hit him, and he was writhing on the floor. I don't know about that. I think it was the shot that hit him before, because you know when you get hit, you don't get the pain doesn't come till later, but still, like you're damaged from it, and even a small hit could cause that kind of pain. But it just looked a little suspect.
I'm not gonna say suspect. I can't go there
A little.
because Rosario is no bitch.
No,
He's not throwing a fight.
I don't think he threw in the towel, and he was catching.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I can't use the word suspect.
I'm wondering why isn't Mel moving his head, or if he worked a little better on the footwork and moved his head, I would agree. I think he's gonna be up there. I think he'll take on everyone at 154 and beat them.
But who else is there at 154?
Boo Boo. Andrade. But he's in zone. But still, they're going to have to back up the Brinks truck to make that fight.
I'm snoring. He doesn't even have a belt. So
if the zone wants viewers and they want Charlo, I think Al should let him go for one fight. Take that garbage belt that Boo Boo has. That
he has a belt?
Won. Yeah, he has a belt. He won that belt. I think it was an interim belt. He was supposed to face Billy Joe Saunders, but Billy Joe Saunders got suspended for a nasal spray.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Remember that?
No, I
That's
don't.
when the fight was off, and he beat a nobody, and they got that belt. I think it's an interim belt.
That's what I'm saying. Who has the real belt?
I don't know. You know the boxing council, it's all corrupt anyway.
Yeah. Okay.
So with that being said, congrats to Mel with that performance, and with his brother, he had an exceptional performance, and that guy's durable, so you're not gonna put him to sleep. Sergey, what's his name?
I'm not off a mill yet. I'm not off a mill yet.
Okay, go on.
I'm not off a mill yet because how can I put it? I think he's going to reign that division, but it's going to remind me of like a Bernard Hopkins. When
he can still go up and down.
He can't go to middleweight. I'm telling you right now, he can't go to middleweight.
He can.
He can't go to middleweight. He can't go to middleweight. No, well, yes.
Maul went to middleweight, right?
Maul is a natural, gifted middleweight. Mel, weight-wise, Mel going to middleweight is like Malignaggi going to welterweight. It's like Broner going to welterweight.
Nah, his power didn't go with him.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I fear for Tank, that his power.
Well, we gotta let's finish. Let's finish this. Let's finish this because when it's the right hand. Mel's right hand is so wide, and he did it again. Don't forget, he's 1 for 1. Even though the Tony Harrison fight was very close, I thought he won the first one, but I can see where in those cases I like them to give somebody a draw. I'm like, go ahead and give him a draw.
Yeah, because you got to take it from the champion.
Exactly.
You can't just do all that bullshit and think that, I won the fight in your head, but you got to take it from the champion if you want the belt.
True.
And I didn't see that. And he got his revenge. You saw.
He got his revenge. Blasting. And he came out. But there's still certain things. He's taking too much punishment.
He's getting touched. He needs defense.
That's what I'm saying. And it's like, you haven't met.
I saw that in the Rosario fight.
That's what exactly. No, both fights. Yeah. That's my biggest concern is like, you mentally are getting there, but you're on the brink of being too emotional. That's number one. Like on the brink, like that emotion can really take you there, but that emotion can also break you. That's number one. And number two, his he's so fired up that he's willing.
Stop you right there.
Go ahead.
He wants a gunsling, so he's like, all right.
Yeah.
And that's the problem. And I saw that.
Yeah.
That emotion that comes in. Oh, you're gonna hit me? I'm gonna hit you now.
Yeah.
And then instead of calculating and saying, okay, I got hit. Let me take my time, set up my punches instead of just go. Because in the exchange, you can get caught, and everyone gets caught.
Exactly. And it's been done before. And what my biggest fear was, okay.
He's been hurt in exchanges.
You got this guy with a body shot. You got him with a body shot. So you get to ride off into the sunset. And at 154, there are no Canelos or Triple Gs or nightmares. So he's...
Canelo's not going to shrink himself to 154.
No. Get what I'm saying. I said at 154, there are no Canelos. There are no, Pacquiao's. Like I'm naming knockout guys. There are no Bud Crawfords. You know what I mean? There isn't anybody that at 154. So he's in a sweet spot to where anybody coming from 147 is going to have a very hard time because he's reigning there, but he can't go up.
For a second.
What?
Jared Hurd
is not doing nothing with Jermell Charlo.
But you still got to see it.
Well, yeah.
And he looks like a goddamn light heavyweight. Have you seen Jared Hurd? You
got to clean out your division. I believe Jermell will clean out the division. I just think right now...
Hurd is part of it.
Well, they all are. You said Hurd is part of it.
J-Rock?
J-Rock is part of it.
I don't want to see a third fight against...
It's going to be. It's going to be. Yeah, it's going to be. Tony Harrison. Yeah, it's going to be. They have to.
Why?
Because he's going to work his way up. They do one fight with Harrison and J-Rock or Harrison and somebody else. Whoever wins gets to fight Mel again. It's automatic.
Well, yeah. No, I don't want to see Harrison against Mel.
Well, if he wins, he's going to get the shot.
Let Hurd come in, fight Harrison, and let's see.
Well.
Or give J-Rock his...
J-Rock is going to fight one of the losers. So J-Rock and Jason Rosario might fight again.
They should fight.
They have probably fight again.
I need to see.
Yeah. But Hurd got beat too. So it won't be Hurd. It'll be the Andrade. That's what it'll be.
No. It should be J-Rock and Hurd. Because J-Rock beat Hurd. Yeah?
Well, they all beat each other, so they'll make that over there.
And this is what boxing from the 80s and 70s is like. Forget about everyone having a zero. Floyd spoiled us with a zero loss record.
But what I'm saying is, Mel is like, the gap between Mel and those guys is like this big.
Well, we still got to see it.
No, the gap between, it's not even there.
Who are you going to have him fight?
That's what I'm saying. The only one is Andrade. Or however you say his name. That's the only guy. And even to me, when I see him fight, he's still this far away. It's his...
For a lower level opponent and look horrible.
That's what I'm saying.
And he's been on a layoff for a while.
This is Jermel's sweet spot.
He was part of PBC at one time, but I think the next fight should be for a belt, and he's going to be the collector of all the belts, and he has most of the belts. He's missing one, I believe.
Jermell Charlo is going to be the Zab Judah of this generation. He's never going to get his credit at 154. Like Zab never got his credit.
What part of Zab are you talking about?
The undisputed welterweight champion part of Zab Judah.
When you say he's going to be the Zab Judah, I see that, okay, he's going to be running in the streets.
No, fuck no. Fuck no. He's too mentally strong. Right now, it's his emotions and his drive that got him that win over Rosario, right? But if you watch his YouTube, you see him getting into arguments with store clerks, right? You see him fighting verbally with his brother and God knows what else and doing antics and shit like that.
He's just hyper. But he has to tone it down, calm it down, and see, because if he's calm, they tell you, no emotions in the ring. If you're calm and collected, you can pick your shots and get them out of there quickly.
There's including Jermell, and I'm not critiquing. He would knock me the fuck out.
Yeah.
But including Jermell, right? Including him, There's no monster, even based off of the Rosario fight. Even we watch a Rosario fight. There's no monster at 154.
No.
There's not.
We did see Mel get hit, and I didn't like that because you got to work on your defense. Yeah, we know you got offense. Let's see the footwork because you got a great trainer. So let's see it.
Like Errol Spence, like low key, they won't do it professionally yet. But we know the work that Errol Spence, we know the work that Errol Spence gives Charlo, and he's a 147 pounder.
And he's also credited him for that because iron sharpens iron. I remember when Spence was getting ready for his fight, and they fought, and he's like,
and see,
Spence has something to do with
the difference between those. The difference between those two is we've seen Errol Spence get hit and he doesn't move. We see Charlo get hit and he moves.
Back it up. For the accident. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
So we'll see. This is the litmus test against Garcia. Garcia is no joke either. He's slow. He's going to be slow, but he can connect. If he can connect, I don't know.
That's a good segue. That's a good segue.
We'll see.
We forgot to talk about Jamal, but let's finish off with Jamal.
No. It was a great performance, but I don't see him beating Canelo. And I love Maul, but a little more to his arsenal because he was getting hit too by that guy. And Canelo has head movement. Canelo stole Floyd's moves.
Yeah, I know.
From the weight, from doing the head movement. But we're going to have stringent drug testing. You know that. PVC does that. I don't give a shit. He's already been popped, and it's not street tacos.
I tell you this. If there's anybody that I have faith in at 160 that can beat Canelo, it's Jamal Charlo. I have to.
He's the best one to beat him, I would say so.
Yeah,
Can he beat him?
And this is sad, and I'm not doing this on purpose. I'm evaluating Jamel's last fight and anticipating the next one. I'm erasing Jamal's last fight. I see Jamal.
Well, after seeing the performance of Maul's last fight,
I don't count it.
Say no.
I don't count it. You wonder why I don't count it? Because it wasn't against top opposition.
Yeah.
There was nothing on the line.
A gatekeeper who's taking punishment and is known for taking punishment, but just on his way down. He didn't catch him. Shevchenko had a good time. Great match against Triple G because he was dying. You know, his deathbed.
Yeah,
he had the flu.
Triple G, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Triple G was sick. Yeah,
that's why people are praising this guy. But boxing is not, everyone doesn't come in 100%. So come on, man. So you can give him some props, not all that.
And that's why I don't even look at this fight. This fight for me for Maul was like,
Wait. Danny Jacobs.
No. Maul destroys Danny Jacobs. Maul destroys Danny Jacobs.
Oh, you wouldn't want to see that?
No. I want to see him fight Canelo. I want to see him fight Canelo. Or Triple G. I want to see him fight Canelo or stop Triple G.
Look. You got to work your way up to Canelo.
Okay? No, you don't. You've been the WBC middleweight champion for 5 years now. You don't have to work your way up.
Against Jacob, because Jacob...
No, fuck Jacob. He's not fucking with Jacob. He used to not be able to fuck with Jacob. It used to be a competitive fight. Now, you understand. What I saw in Maul, I was like, he's carrying. This is what we see, right? People be like, oh my God, the fight Floyd Mayweather against Carlos Baldomir was boring and trash. Yeah, you want to know why?
Not at all.
Think about it.
Was like precision punches.
But think about it. You want to know why? Because it's Carlos fucking Baldomir. He's fucking shit. And I know Maul is like this. His brother's talking, but Maul is a fucking killer. Maul's in jail. Oh, well, hopefully he gets out. We don't want to.
No, I hope he doesn't. Child molestation. I hope he stays in jail.
Oh, well, Jesus Christ. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
Side note. Maul is the killer at 160. These are facts. Now, Maul at 160, we know this motherfucker got bombs. We know this.
Why?
So for some reason, they both are wide. He's straight. He's less wide than Mel, though.
He has the jab.
Yes. Yeah.
Killer jab.
Yeah.
Like, he needs to set it up. I'm no boxing expert or whatnot, but I see. I'm not a boxer.
He's feared.
And that's it.
He's feared.
Yeah.
He's feared at 160. He's feared. Come on. None of the top guys have fought him, bro. None of them. Did Billy Joe Sanders fight him?
Not yet.
Did Canelo fight him?
Fight Canelo.
Did Triple G fight him? Did the motherfucker from Canada fight him? Nobody has.
Wait.
The motherfucker from Canada with the fucking slick back hair, with the hair.
Oh,
The one that fought Curtis Stevens and knocked Curtis Stevens out. Again, they've not fought him. He's had the WBC belt.
Talking about Free Boy with the shaved side.
Yeah, the one who knocked out Curtis Stevens, like put him in a coma or whatever.
Part of Golden Boy. I forget his name.
Yeah, me too. All I know is that Triple G bopped him on top of their head. That's what I'm saying.
G knocked Stevenson also.
Bro.
And you saw his facial expression.
Think about it. How do you fight Stevenson and not Jamal Charlo? Come on. I can name them all. These are all top 10. None of the top 10 fight him.
You know, no one fears no one. It's a business.
No.
Okay, it's a business.
Well, true. Canelo doesn't fear him. I think there are a few guys who, when they were offered Jamal, they was like, no. I think
You're the only few people that think that Canelo won the first fight.
He did. I don't know. I don't know what we're talking about here. He won the fight. I don't know. I don't know. But I mean, you're right. And again,
Triple G won the fight. You know?
No, he didn't. What fight?
Triple G versus Canelo. I thought Canelo won.
Canelo did win. We agree to agree. Like, that wasn't even, anyway, I don't even, you know what I mean? Like, and now it's not even close. He's not fucking with Canelo now. Flu or no flu, he's not fucking with Canelo.
I heard through the grapevines that Canelo might do a one-fight deal with the PBC to get his $40 million because he's not taking $20 million pay cut.
Yeah, from fucking bitch-ass De La Hoya.
De La Hoya doesn't know how to run the company.
I think De La Hoya is going to fight Canelo. I think De La Hoya is going to come back and fight Canelo. Just saying. Just saying.
More money? Yeah. And
Just saying.
He's going to get hurt real bad.
He's going to die. Yeah. He's going to die.
Possibly because, you know, who doesn't want to fight their boss?
Yeah, exactly. Pacquiao did. Because remember, they fought because Pacquiao went with Bob Arum.
Well, he didn't fight his boss. De La Hoya came with $1 million in a suitcase in the airport, and Pacquiao's like, I'll take that.
I mean, technically, it was his boss for like 20 minutes.
Until Bob got legal on him. Bob's a lawyer.
Yeah, Bob's a hoe ass. Anyway.
Yeah, that too.
But yeah, let's go on. Let's move on to Spence.
All right, let's go to Spence.
What do you see with Spence? You touched on it, man, with pre-accident, with pre-car accident. But sometimes people go through things and they come out extremely stronger on the other end.
He did. On one thing, he took his life seriously. After that, he's not taking it for granted. He is actually, from February, he's been training for a fight. He didn't know when the fight was going to be. I don't think he knew who the opponent was going to be. And then here we come.
Danny Garcia is it's going to be packed. 70. What, San Antonio is 70%. So this is going to be 70%. Yeah, it's on their website. They can do 70% capacity.
What's the capacity of that stadium? 50,000?
Of what? San Antonio?
People that can fit in.
I want to say
50?
When I went, it could be 50 because when I saw Broner, it was only 23,000 tickets sold and it was empty. They moved us down to a better seat because a lot of it was empty. So probably 50. Yeah, 50 sounds about right. Or close to 50. We're not 100% sure.
We'll see because we're still trying to see how they're going to set up the whole thing.
But Dallas Cowboys Stadium at 70% is 50,000 people, give or take.
No, you went to the training facility. You didn't go to AT&T.
I've been to AT&T before.
But not to watch that fight.
Not to watch the fight. I've been there. And it's like, what, 75,000 people? When Pacquiao fought there, it was like 75,000 max to capacity. Yeah. So 70% of that is what? 45, 50? That's what Texas is allowing.
You got to give free masks to everybody because you're going to be too close to each other.
Yeah, they're definitely going to be, they're going to have it all. I mean, who the fuck cares? Ain't nobody, everybody's going to pull their mask off to yell. You're not going to yell in a mask. Unless they have really sticklers there, like you can't take that mask off even to yell.
Guess what? You take the mask off, you're also endangering others and yourself.
But I'm sure they'll have those machines where it's like cleaning the air and shit like that. It's such a state-of-the-art stadium. I'm sure people will catch COVID there, but
Dallas is the best.
Yeah, it's a really nice stadium. But do you think it was a setup with them putting him in there with Danny Garcia?
No. Well, how is it a setup? It's a championship fight. Champion versus ex-champion. Let's see. You earn your way into it. He's gonna have, if he's...
How?
I know he's dedicated, but if he is even remotely close to what he was before the accident, he's just gonna collect belts.
And
he kills Bud. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Bud hasn't faced champions and whatnot.
Yeah.
He fought somebody who got shot in the leg.
Yeah.
Benavidez' brother, and then he couldn't
Postal.
take him out. And then he fought who?
Postal, Amir Khan.
At a lighter weight, and he got touched up with this, I think, Yadmir or whatnot, and they're trying to do a second fight with that.
The motherfucker who dropped him in the last fight, but they said it wasn't a knockdown.
And Bob is trying to sell repackaged stuff, and nobody's buying that bullshit.
I mean, you saw Floyd touch on that. Said that he should have been a way bigger star.
Yeah, because Bob pays him $5 million a fight, I think, or whatever.
No, he just means to be a way bigger star because he's only fighting in fucking Nebraska. Hey, let's always fight in Nebraska because I can't sell you anywhere else. So I got to sell you in your home fucking town for $30 a ticket. Like, this is bullshit.
Then let him fight in Nebraska.
But you got to understand, a lot of these guys are like Tim Bradley. They don't want more. They're happy feeding their family. Like Tim Bradley. Tim Bradley never wanted.
Tim Bradley's an idiot. I don't want to hear him commentate on anything. Okay, he's a top-ranked flunky, I would say. And plus, he didn't win against Pacquiao. And he's dumb because his business manager is his wife. Come on. She has no business being his business manager. Scheduler. That's it.
All I can say is that I love Bud Crawford. Floyd loves the boxing community respects Bud Crawford.
The best fighters come out of the Midwest.
I don't know about all that, but in this, well, I'm just saying.
Well, I would say go ask Roger, but Roger.
The argument that I'm making is that they're talking about a fucking Kell Brook fight for Bud Crawford.
That's a handicap match.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
If you think that Terrence Bud Crawford is going to run through Kell Brook, you're nuts.
Okay.
You're nuts.
All right, then let me say this.
You're nuts. Go ahead.
2 broken orbital bones. Can't make 147. Killing himself to make.
Bro, he's on like a 4-fight winning streak and he's knocking niggas out. Like, Kell Brook has never been a pussy. And don't forget, he fucked up Porter.
Yeah.
Now, Porter beats Bud Crawford all day. To me.
He mauls him.
That's what I'm saying. Exactly. Thank you. Exactly. There's nothing that Terrence Bud Crawford, to me, he's too light in the ass to keep fucking Porter off of him.
He's great at 140. He's not a 147.
He's not.
Because the 147 people, they're at 160, coming down to 147.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's Errol Spence.
He might have snap in his punch, precision. He's not going to have that thudding punch that Errol Spence is going to have. But we'll see how he operates against Danny. He's durable. I don't think it's going to be a knockout. It's going to be a unanimous decision.
I mean, for me with Danny Garcia, it's personal. So it's hard for me. I don't like to see Danny lose.